Have you ever wondered how much your life could change in just 30 days? What if I told you there are 5 simple daily habits that can completely transform your life in just 1 month? These habits aren't complicated. They're practical steps anyone can start today. Whether you're looking to build a stronger mindset, improve your health, or find success in any area of your life, this video will give you exactly what you need to begin your transformation. Imagine waking up each day with purpose, energy, and a clear mind. Imagine ending your day feeling proud, fulfilled, and ready for tomorrow. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Number 1, start your day with purpose. If you're serious about changing your life, if you're done with excuses and ready to step into a better version of yourself, it starts with one thing: purpose. Purpose is the engine that drives success, the fuel that keeps you moving even when the road gets tough. Now, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. Starting your day with purpose isn't about sipping coffee while scrolling through your phone. It's about intention. It's about taking control of your life the very moment you open your eyes. Let me ask you something. When your alarm rings in the morning, do you hit snooze? Do you let those precious minutes slip away while you lie there in bed, dreading the day ahead? Or do you jump out of bed, ready to take charge of the day? Because let me tell you, how you start your day determines how the rest of it will unfold. If you start lazy, you'll carry that laziness into every decision you make. If you start with focus, you'll create momentum that carries you through every challenge. So, how do you start your day with purpose? It begins the night before. Don't leave your morning to chance. Before you go to bed, take a few minutes to set your priorities. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I need to accomplish tomorrow? Write it down. Don't trust your memory. Seeing it on paper or your phone makes it real. It gives you direction before you even step out of bed. That's purpose. Now, let's get real. Waking up with purpose isn't just about knowing what you need to do. It's about having a reason to do it. Purpose is deeply personal. It's tied to your values, your goals, and the life you're building. So, before you start your day, remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your dream of financial independence. Maybe it's simply the desire to become the best version of yourself. Whatever it is, keep it in front of you. Purpose isn't abstract. It's personal. It's real. And it's yours. Once you've opened your eyes, resist the temptation to let distractions take over. Don't reach for your phone. Don't check your messages. Don't dive into someone else's agenda before you've even looked at your own. Take a moment to be still. Breathe. This is your time. This is the moment where you set the tone for the entire day. If you let chaos in first thing, that chaos will follow you all day. But if you take control, you'll carry that control into everything you do. And here's another important piece. Move your body. Physical energy fuels mental energy. Even if it's just a stretch, a quick walk, or a few minutes of exercise, get your blood flowing. It wakes you up. It sharpens your mind. It tells your body, we're ready for the day. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need to move. Purpose isn't just a mental game. It's physical too. Now let's talk about rituals. Rituals give structure to your purpose. One of the most powerful rituals you can adopt is a morning routine that aligns with your goals. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's reading something that inspires you. Whatever it is, make it consistent. Consistency builds habits, and habits are the building blocks of transformation. Think about this for a second. What would happen if every single morning you spent just 10 minutes reviewing your goals? Imagine how clear your focus would become. Imagine how confident you'd feel, knowing exactly what you're working toward. That's purpose in action, and it's not complicated. It's not reserved for the super successful. It's available to anyone willing to make it a priority. Starting your day with purpose also means protecting your energy. Don't let negativity sneak in first thing in the morning. Avoid the news. Avoid gossip. Surround yourself with positivity. Maybe it's a motivational video, an inspiring podcast, or even a moment of gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful way to center yourself. When you start your day appreciating what you have, you approach the day from a place of abundance, not lack. Finally, let's address the skeptics. You might be thinking, Jim, I'm not a morning person. I can't just wake up and start being productive. But let me tell you, being a morning person isn't about your biology. It's about your choices. It's about discipline. And discipline isn't easy, but it's worth it. The first few days might be tough. You might struggle to get out of bed. But if you stick with it, it will become a habit. And that habit will change your life. So what's stopping you? Is it comfort, fear, laziness? Whatever it is, recognize it for what it is, an obstacle. And obstacles can be overcome. Decide right now that tomorrow morning will be different. Decide that you're going to wake up with purpose, not just once, but every single day for the next 30 days. I promise you, if you do this, your life will change, because purpose is the foundation of success. And success doesn't just happen, it's built one intentional morning at a time. Number 2, move your body every single day. I don't care how busy you are or how tired you feel. Movement is not optional. It's essential. You've got one body, and it's the engine that powers every single thing you do. If you don't take care of it, everything else in your life will suffer. Period. Let's dive into why this matters and how you can make it a daily habit that sticks. Your body is designed for movement. It's not built to sit in a chair for 8 hours, slouch on the couch for another 3, and then crash into bed. It's built to move, to stretch, to lift, to push, to pull. And when you deny it that, you're not just weakening your muscles, you're draining your energy, clouding your mind, and limiting your potential. Movement is life. If you're not moving, you're stagnating. Now, moving your body every day isn't about running marathons or spending hours in the gym. It's about finding ways to stay active that fit into your life. Maybe it's a brisk walk in the morning, a yoga session in your living room, or even 10 minutes of stretching after you wake up. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you do something. Movement doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. Let me break this down. When you move your body, your heart pumps faster. Your blood flows better. Your brain gets more oxygen. You think clearer. You feel sharper. Those feelings of sluggishness and fatigue, a lot of them come from inactivity. You might think you're tired because you worked hard, but 9 times out of 10, you're tired because you didn't move enough. Movement creates energy. It's a cycle. You get what you give. The more you move, the more energy you'll have. It's that simple. Now, I want you to think about how movement impacts your emotions. When you move your body, you release endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and keep stress at bay. Ever notice how a short walk can clear your mind? Or how a good workout leaves you feeling lighter? That's not a coincidence. That's science. Movement doesn't just make you stronger, it makes you happier. It's one of the most natural ways to fight off stress, anxiety, and even depression. But let's get practical. How do you make this a habit? Start small. Don't overcomplicate it. Set a goal to move for just 10 minutes a day. That's it. Once you've nailed that, increase it to 15, then 20. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. Even a little bit of movement every day adds up over time. 10 minutes today is better than an hour you never get around to tomorrow. Just start, and let's address the excuses. I don't have time. Really? You don't have 10 minutes? If that's true, then your problem isn't time. It's priorities. Make the time, because here's the harsh truth. If you don't make time for your health now, you'll be forced to make time for illness later. Moving your body isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. And if you're serious about transforming your life, you can't afford to skip it. Let's talk variety. Movement doesn't have to be boring. Find something you enjoy. Maybe it's dancing in your kitchen, cycling through your neighborhood, or playing a sport with friends. The best exercise is the one you'll actually do. So, experiment. Try new things. Keep it fresh. When you enjoy what you're doing, you're far more likely to stick with it. And don't underestimate the power of small, daily actions. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Parking farther away at the grocery store. Stretching during commercial breaks. These little moments of movement might seem insignificant, but they add up. They're like deposits in your health bank account. Over time, they pay massive dividends. Now, let me hit you with some perspective. Moving your body isn't just about looking good or losing weight. It's about longevity. It's about being able to play with your kids or grandkids without getting winded. It's about staying independent as you age. It's about living a life where you feel strong, capable, and confident in your own skin. That's the real goal. And it starts with the choices you make today. I'm not saying this will always be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like moving, days when you're tired or stressed or overwhelmed. On those days, remind yourself why you're doing this. You're not moving your body just for today. You're doing it for the future you, the you who will look back and thank you for not giving up. Every time you move your body, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you want to become. Stronger, healthier, more alive. So here's my challenge to you. Commit to moving your body every single day for the next 30 days. Just 10 minutes to start. No excuses, no exceptions. Do it when you're tired. Do it when you're busy. Do it when you don't feel like it. Because the act of showing up, even when it's hard, is what creates change. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel energized. And you deserve to live a life where your body supports you, not holds you back. Start today. Move your body every single day. Number 3, feed your mind with positivity. Your mind is like fertile soil. What you plant in it determines what grows. If you fill it with negativity, self-doubt, and fear, guess what you're going to get? A life full of limitations, anxiety, and missed opportunities. But if you fill it with positivity, optimism, and empowering thoughts, you create a life full of potential, resilience, and growth. Feeding your mind with positivity is not just a nice idea. It's essential if you're serious about changing your life in 30 days. Now let me ask you something. What are you exposing your mind to every day? The conversations you engage in, the media you consume, the people you surround yourself with. All of this shapes your mindset. If you're constantly listening to negativity, gossip, or fear-driven news, you're poisoning your mind. You're allowing outside influences to dictate your thoughts, your emotions, and ultimately, your actions. And let me tell you, nothing good comes from that. Feeding your mind with positivity starts with awareness. Pay attention to what you're letting in. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you reading? If it doesn't inspire you, uplift you, or challenge you to grow, it's not worth your time. Life is too short to waste on things that drag you down. Make a conscious decision to protect your mental space. Treat it like your most valuable asset, because it is. Let's get practical. How do you feed your mind with positivity? One of the simplest ways is to start your day with something uplifting. It could be a motivational video, a podcast, or a book that inspires you. Just 10 or 15 minutes every morning can set the tone for your entire day. It's like putting on mental armor before you step out into the world. When you start your day with positivity, you're less likely to get thrown off by the negativity around you. Another powerful practice is gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be big things. It could be the roof over your head, the meal you just ate, or the fact that you woke up this morning. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. And that shift in perspective is incredibly powerful. When you focus on what's good, you attract more good. Now let's address the people in your life. If you're surrounded by negativity, it's going to rub off on you. That's just the way it works. So take a hard look at your relationships. Are the people around you encouraging you or holding you back? Are they building you up or tearing you down? If they're not adding value to your life, it's time to set some boundaries. You can't afford to let negativity drain your energy. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in you. Those are the people who will help you grow. And don't forget the power of self-talk. The way you talk to yourself matters more than anything else. If you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, you're sabotaging your own success. Replace those thoughts with empowering ones. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am strong, I am worthy. It might feel strange at first, but over time, these positive affirmations will rewire your brain and change the way you see yourself. One thing I want to emphasize is this. Feeding your mind with positivity doesn't mean ignoring reality. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing how you respond to challenges. It's about finding solutions instead of dwelling on problems. It's about seeing setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Positivity is a mindset, not a denial of reality. Let's talk about consistency. Feeding your mind with positivity isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily practice. Just like you wouldn't skip meals and expect to stay healthy, you can't skip mental nourishment and expect to stay motivated. Make it a habit. Schedule time for it. Whether it's reading a chapter of an inspiring book, listening to a podcast on your commute, or spending 5 minutes in meditation, commit to it. These small daily actions add up over time and create a massive shift in your mindset. Now here's the truth. Life will test you. There will be days when things go wrong, when you feel overwhelmed, when negativity creeps in. That's normal, but when you've been consistently feeding your mind with positivity, you'll be better equipped to handle those moments. You'll have the resilience to bounce back, the clarity to find solutions, and the strength to keep moving forward. Let me challenge you. For the next 30 days, be intentional about what you're feeding your mind. Cut out the negativity. Limit the gossip. Avoid the toxic news cycle. Replace it with things that inspire, uplift, and empower you. Commit to filling your mind with thoughts that fuel your growth, not your fears. You'll be amazed at how much your perspective and your life can change in such a short time. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. What you feed it determines what it creates. Feed it wisely, and it will transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. So, starting today, take control. Protect your mental space. Nourish it with positivity, because a positive mind creates a powerful life, and that's exactly what you deserve. Number 4, reflect and plan every evening. Most of us rush through life, reacting to whatever comes our way, without taking a moment to pause and think about where we're headed. But reflection and planning give you the clarity to stay on track and the confidence to face the next day with purpose. This habit isn't just about organizing your tasks. It's about taking control of your life. Let's break it down. Reflection is about looking back at your day with honesty. It's not about judging yourself or feeling bad about what didn't go right. It's about learning. Every single day is a lesson if you're paying attention. When you reflect, you ask yourself simple but powerful questions. What did I accomplish today? What challenges did I face? What could I have done better? These questions force you to take stock of your actions, your decisions, and even your mindset. And when you do this consistently, you start noticing patterns. What works, what doesn't, and what needs to change. Think about this. How often do you end your day feeling like you didn't get anything meaningful done? That's because most people don't have a clear sense of what they're aiming for. Reflection changes that. When you reflect, you get to celebrate your wins, no matter how small they are. Did you stick to your workout? Did you handle a tough situation with patience? Did you make progress on a goal? Recognize those moments. They build momentum. They remind you that you're moving forward, even if it's one step at a time. But reflection isn't enough on its own. You've got to pair it with planning. Planning is where you shift from what happened today to what's going to happen tomorrow. It's about setting your priorities before the day begins so you don't waste time figuring it out in the moment. When you plan your day the night before, you wake up with a clear purpose. You know exactly what needs to be done, and you're less likely to get distracted or overwhelmed. Let's get practical. How do you reflect and plan effectively? Start by setting aside just 10 to 15 minutes before bed. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Grab a notebook or a journal, something you can physically write in. Writing things down makes them real. It forces you to slow down and think clearly. In your journal, divide the page into 2 sections. One for reflection and one for planning. In the reflection section, jot down the key moments of your day. Write about what went well, what didn't, and what you learned. Be honest with yourself, but don't be harsh. The goal is growth, not perfection. In the planning section, list your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. These should be the most important things that align with your goals. Don't overload your list. Keep it focused and realistic. And don't forget to include your emotions in your reflection. How did you feel today? Were you stressed, energized, or calm? Understanding your emotional state helps you identify what's working in your life and what's draining you. Maybe a certain task left you feeling accomplished, or maybe a particular interaction left you frustrated. These insights are valuable. They help you make better decisions moving forward. Now let's talk about consistency. This habit only works if you stick to it. It's easy to skip it when you're tired or busy, but that's when it's most important. The days when everything feels chaotic are the days you need clarity the most. Commit to this practice for 30 days and see how it transforms your mindset and productivity. It might feel like a chore at first, but soon it'll become a ritual you look forward to. A time to reconnect with yourself and set the stage for success. Planning your next day isn't just about scheduling tasks. It's about setting intentions. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve tomorrow? Be specific. Instead of saying, I want to work on my project, say, I will finish the first draft of my report by 2 p.m. Clarity is power. When you're clear about what you need to do, you're less likely to procrastinate or get sidetracked. And here's an important piece. Give yourself grace. Not every day will go perfectly, and that's okay. Reflection and planning are about progress, not perfection. Some days, you'll crush your goals. Other days, you'll stumble. The key is to keep going. Learn from the tough days, celebrate the good ones, and keep your eyes on the bigger picture. This habit isn't just about getting things done. It's about creating a sense of control in your life. When you reflect, you take ownership of your actions. When you plan, you set the direction for your future. Together, These practices help you become more intentional, more focused, and more empowered. They remind you that you're in charge of your journey. So tonight, before you go to bed, take a few minutes to reflect and plan. Write down what you learned today. Write down what you want to accomplish tomorrow. Make it a habit. Because when you end each day with clarity and start each day with purpose, you're not just managing your life, you're transforming it. And that's how real change happens. One day at a time, one reflection at a time, one plan at a time. Number 5, take care of your well-being. If you don't take care of your body, mind, and emotions, you can't show up as your best self for anything else. Not your goals, not your relationships, not even your daily tasks. Your well-being is the fuel that powers everything you do. When it's neglected, life feels harder, stress piles up, and even the smallest obstacles seem overwhelming. But when you prioritize your well-being, you'll find that life flows more smoothly, challenges become manageable, and you gain the energy and clarity you need to thrive. Taking care of your well-being starts with listening to your body. Your body gives you signals every single day, but most of us are too busy to notice. Are you tired? Are you stressed? Are you lacking energy? These signs aren't weaknesses, they're messages. They're telling you what needs attention. Ignoring them doesn't make you stronger. It makes things worse. Real strength comes from taking responsibility for your health and treating your body with respect. Let's get real. Are you giving your body what it needs? Think about the basics. Are you drinking enough water? Dehydration can make you sluggish and irritable without you even realizing it. Are you eating food that fuels you? Or are you relying on junk that gives you a quick fix but leaves you crashing later? Food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. It affects your energy, your mood, and even your ability to think clearly. Make a conscious effort to eat more whole, nutrient-dense foods. It's not about being perfect. It's about making better choices one meal at a time. Now let's talk about rest. Sleep is non-negotiable. You might think you can power through on 5 hours of sleep and a cup of coffee. But let me tell you, that catches up with you. Sleep isn't just about recharging your body. It's about resetting your mind. It's when your brain processes everything you've learned, repairs itself, and prepares you for the next day. If you're not getting enough quality sleep, you're robbing yourself of the focus, energy, and resilience you need to succeed. Create a bedtime routine. Turn off the screens, dim the lights, and let your mind wind down. Prioritize rest, and you'll see the difference in every area of your life. Emotional well-being is just as important as physical health. Stress is unavoidable, but how you handle it makes all the difference. Do you have outlets to release stress, or are you letting it build up until it overwhelms you? Find practices that calm your mind and bring you back to balance. For some, it's meditation or deep breathing. For others, it's journaling, spending time in nature, or even just talking to a friend. The key is to give yourself space to process your emotions instead of pushing them aside. Emotional health is not a luxury, it's essential. Taking care of your well-being also means setting boundaries. You can't say yes to everything and everyone without saying no to yourself. Protect your time and energy like they're your most valuable assets, because they are. If something drains you more than it fills you, it's time to reevaluate. Learn to say no without guilt. Learn to walk away from people, habits, or situations that don't serve your growth. Your well-being depends on it, and don't forget the importance of movement. Your body was designed to move, not to sit in one place all day. Exercise isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling good. It boosts your energy, improves your mood, and clears your mind. You don't have to spend hours at the gym. A 30-minute walk, some stretching, or even dancing in your living room can make a huge difference. The goal is to find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Let's talk about connection. Humans are social creatures. Isolation can harm your well-being just as much as poor physical health. Make time for meaningful connections. Call a friend. Spend time with family. Engage in conversations that uplift and inspire you. Surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you, not the worst. Relationships are one of the greatest sources of happiness, but they require effort and presence. Make that effort because it's worth it. Finally, take care of your mind. What are you feeding your thoughts? Are you constantly consuming negativity? Or are you seeking out things that inspire and uplift you? Your mental diet is just as important as your physical diet. Spend time learning something new. Read books that expand your perspective. Limit the time you spend on things that drain you, like mindless scrolling or toxic conversations. A healthy mind is the foundation of a fulfilling life. taking care of your well-being isn't selfish, it's necessary. When you prioritize your health, you're not just benefiting yourself. You're becoming a better parent, partner, friend, and professional. You're showing up as the best version of yourself, and that impacts everyone around you. So today, ask yourself, what can I do to take better care of me? It doesn't have to be a big change. Start small. Drink more water, take a 10-minute walk, or go to bed 30 minutes earlier. These small acts of self-care add up over time. Your well-being is the foundation for everything else in your life. Without it, even the best plans will crumble. With it, you can handle anything life throws your way. So, take this seriously. Invest in yourself. Because when you take care of your well-being, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And that's what life is all about.